Hey there folks, just a few thoughts on Pneuma Breath of Life, as you can see on screen. As you can see, it is very, very, very pretty. It's apparently it's the first game on Xbox One to use the Unreal 4 engine, which probably accounts for why it's so pretty, or at least that's what the blurb says. I do have a couple of minor gripes. I think some of the puzzles in it, it's a first-person puzzler. Some of the puzzles in it are particularly annoying rather than a joy to solve. You just get slightly fed up with them and wish they weren't there. But then that's my personal feeling, and may not be so with others. I've spoken to a couple of people, and they felt that other puzzles than the ones I thought were annoying, if that makes sense. On a side note, this gate that I'm about to go through here, I had a little bit of problem getting through. I didn't stand in the right place for long enough, and it kept closing on me. Basically, you've got to stand here and wait until it's open all the way and then go through, and I just didn't, and then I missed my cue going down the stairs and went round the next room more than I needed to. Overall, I've got to say I found it quite enjoyable. It's an experience that I am glad I had, and I suppose I would recommend it to anybody. The price point I'm not entirely sure about, but then I got it slightly cheap because I had some rebate from Xbox Rewards, so I didn't actually pay full price for it anyway. There's a general mechanic of perception and perspective, which all in all seems to work quite well. It's a little fiddly in places, but there's no point where you think to yourself that's broken. There are a few moments in the game where you stop and scratch your head and you just can't see it for the life of you, but then that's why it's a puzzle game. I didn't really have well, no, that's a downright lie. I had 3 or 4 points where I became totally and utterly stuck and I had to walk away from it, although those weren't the points where I thought it was annoying. Those were points where I had to walk away from it and sit and think. My puzzle runtime, I suppose, my actual time to complete the game, I suppose, was about 3 hours. It says 5 on my profile, but I didn't have to restart it a couple of times because of the way that the save mechanic works. If you save it at the beginning of a chapter, you have to go in through chapter select. It doesn't have a continue option if you save it near the beginning of the chapter, only if you save it part way through the chapter, so it expects you to go in through chapter select, and I inadvertently hit new game instead of chapter select, and I had to restart. So I found that particularly annoying, and I've got to say I wasn't pleased. So if you do buy this, please look at what you're doing within the start menu, because otherwise you could find yourself restarting more times than you need. Well, just restarting when you don't really need to, and that I did find annoying. Anyway, this has been my thoughts. It's getting to the end of the video now. I'm going to wrap up and I'm going to say enjoy yourselves. This has been my thoughts. Until next time, ta-ra!